Hey guys, today we are going to be making or starting to make a pumpkin dump cake. The reason we're going to start it today is because I'm going to make my own pumpkin pie puree, or at least attempt to. So that is what we're going to do in this first part of the video, and I'm only letting you know this because tomorrow I will not be in the same clothes. So yes, so we are making a pumpkin dump cake. I wanted something different for Thanksgiving, so I'm making two different desserts this year, and this one is the first one we're going to start. I will go ahead and read you the ingredients you're going to need, so if you want to go ahead and get those ready, you can. It says that you need two 15-ounce pumpkin canned. Like I said, I'm making my own pumpkin puree, but I don't know if I'm going to get enough. So I did buy a small 15-ounce can because I'm hoping to get at least 15 ounces worth of pumpkin puree. Worst comes to worst, I do have a 29-ounce can, and I can kind of figure it out from there. You're also going to need a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, a tablespoon of pumpkin spice seasoning. I don't think I have that, but I will make some. If I don't have the actual pumpkin pie seasoning, I will show you guys in this video how to make pumpkin pie seasoning. You're going to need a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1 cup of sugar, 4 eggs, 1 package of yellow cake mix. Here's where I debated. I almost got the butter pecan cake mix because the next ingredient is chopped pecans, and I omitted that because I was not spending that much money. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, this size bag was like almost $8, and I wasn't going to pay that much money, especially since I would only be putting it on half because my husband does not like pecans. So I did debate, but ultimately I did get the yellow cake mix. And then, so if you want the pecans, it calls for 1 cup of chopped pecans and then 1 cup of butter. So those are the ingredients you're going to need, and then I will walk you through everything else throughout the video. All right, first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 400 degrees. And really, if you get done prepping your pumpkin before it's preheated, you can go ahead and put it in. All right, so you can use a cookie sheet with parchment paper if you want, but I have a bunch of these, and since it's a small pumpkin, I think I can get both halves in here, and it'll just make cleanup a lot easier for me because I have a lot to do today and tomorrow. So that being said, we're going to cut our pumpkin in half. And I know you're probably not supposed to go through the stem, are you? I've never cooked a pumpkin, y'all. I've carved them, but I've never actually cooked one. So, oh, are they supposed to be this rough? Could be my knife needs sharpened too. And no, I don't have a cutting board, but I have really good countertops. So let me get a garbage bowl. All right, so you want to scoop all the seeds and stuff out. Now, I don't have chickens or pigs or any farm animals, but I heard that the seeds and stuff from a pumpkin are a natural dewormer. So if you have any of those animals, then you can use the inside of your pumpkin.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do?
Alright, so yeah. I don't miss the blonde hair, guys. I honestly thought I would. I thought I would miss my blonde hair. But I don't. I don't miss it. Anyway, personal opinion here. Just buy canned pumpkin. If you are worried about all the preservatives and stuff, buy the organic. It is just as good, in my opinion. Um, this, I ended up getting a little less than half of what I needed from these two pumpkins. Um, and it could be maybe pumpkin or pie pumpkins aren't necessarily the best to make pumpkin puree, even though you think they would be since they're literally called pie pumpkins. But there's hardly any meat in these, and the seeds and the strings and all that were so hard to get out. I have never had trouble like this getting with pumpkins. You know, I've carved many of pumpkins and gutted many of pumpkins, and it doesn't make sense. Anyway, you're gonna throw them in the oven for sorry, I lost the thing. So you're going to put this in a 400-degree oven for about 40 minutes and see if the skin is tender and moldable. If it is, take it out and let it cool off before you do the next step. Guys, I forgot to set a timer. It might be burnt, so once it cools off and I get it processed, I'll taste it. If it tastes burnt, I'm just gonna give it to the dog, honestly, and I'll use canned. And I guess next time I'll remember to set a timer, but I'll let you guys know. That'll be the next clip. Okay, so I got this scraped out and put in here. I don't think there's any moisture left in this, but I'm going to let it sit over the bowl in the fridge, and then I'm going to puree it tomorrow morning. I'm going to teach you how to make pumpkin pie spice. You are going to need 6 tablespoons of cinnamon, and hopefully I have this. Also, I'm doubling the recipe because well, we'll see. We'll adjust it if I don't have 6 tablespoons. Four, 5. I have exactly 6, guys. Exactly. And I actually probably should have put this in a bigger bowl, but it's fine. All right, so the nutmeg, you're going to need 2 teaspoons. So let me get that nutmeg. Once I'm done, I'm gonna go add those measuring spoons to my Amazon wish list. Then you are going to need 4 teaspoons of ginger. Ooh, I just wasted a lot of ginger. All right, and then clove, 2 teaspoons. You can also add allspice if you have it. I don't have allspice. It doesn't add that much of a difference. to be honest. All right. Ignore the mess I made on the counter. Let me get a fork. Then just gonna kind of mix it. I'm gonna mix it this way first. And then I'm gonna take my lid and kind of shake it up. And then there you go. Pumpkin pie spice, guys. All right, so let's see what we got. Yeah, we're gonna need the can. That's sad, but we almost got it. Not almost. We did 1 can's worth basically. So. All right, so yeah, I guess I remember it being a little less than that, but I still want to know where to get the canned pumpkins at, because that color is a lot brighter than what I got from making fresh. So if anyone knows what kind of pumpkins they use for canned pumpkin, let me know, because that's what I would want to use in the future if I was to make homemade pumpkin puree again. So let me know. All right, so I kind of already went over the ingredients with you at the beginning of the video, but you're gonna need either 2 15-ounce cans if you're using canned pumpkin. If you're making your own puree, it comes out to 3 1/4 cup roughly. You are going to need sugar, 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Whenever I do pumpkin pie, I always do both. So I'm going to do it in the dump cake as well. 4 eggs, a 12-ounce, right? 12 ounce? Yeah, 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, pumpkin pie spice. I made my own earlier here in the video. Vanilla extract, yellow cake mix. I forgot the butter. 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. All right, and butter. And you want to use stick butter because you're going to be slicing it and putting it on top of the mixture. All right, so at this point, you're basically making pumpkin pie filling. You're going to add your pumpkin to the bowl. You're going to add your sugar, your pumpkin pie spice, which the recipe said 1 tablespoon. I added more than that. You're going to add your eggs, your evaporated milk. Make sure you shake up your milk before you open it and dump it in the bowl. Otherwise, you're gonna lose a lot of that flavor. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. Again, I added more than that. Mix it and then add it to your 9 by 13 baking dish. Also, I forgot to mention you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees before you even start any of this. So, yeah, but that's basically what we're doing now. This, guys, is one of the easiest recipes. I did not make it this year yet. I think I'm going to make it. I bought the stuff to make it because I really wanted it again. But I bought the the butter pecan cake mix to put on top this time because, like I said, I would love the flavor of the pecan, but my husband doesn't like actual pecans. So, I think I might make it. He's requested brownies, so obviously today I won't be making that. I won't be making the pumpkin dump cake today, but maybe I'll make it for us for Christmas. I know it's not traditionally like a Christmassy dessert, but you know, we'll be by ourselves, so we need something, right? I'm just going to use the one I scraped the pumpkin out with. It's fine. Into a greased 9 by 13, you're going to put this. It smells so good. I love pumpkin. Alright, let me spread it out a little bit. Mix first, which makes more sense than what I just thought I read. I thought I read to put the butter and then sprinkle cake mix on top, but no. Cake mix first. And you want to try to sprinkle this evenly. And try not to make a mess like I seem to do lately. Okay. Now once you get the initial layer on, we're going to go back and spread this a little to make it more even. I'm trying to get as much as the pumpkin covered as possible. Okay. Now I'm going to take my hand. You can take whatever you want. And I'm going to kind of spread it so it's even. Don't push down. You don't want to mix it. So that's why you just want to gently spread it. All right, so after you get it evenly spread, you're gonna cut up your butter into, little pats, and you're going to put it all over the top of the dump cake. You want to make sure your butter is really cold. So I had put mine back in the refrigerator because I didn't want it to get to room temperature and stuff. So you want it really cold. I mean, even if you want to cut it up, put it like on some parchment paper, stick it in the freezer, that would be really ideal as well, because the colder, the better, the crispier your crust is going to be. So, yeah. It's just such a simple thing to do. All right. 350-degree oven. Go. For 1 hour. All right, I just took the dump cake out of the oven. It's still like jiggly, but I'm gonna trust the process. It says to let it cool. So once it cools, I will let you guys know how it's doing. All right, yeah. I don't think I can stress this enough, guys. This was so good. I definitely recommend you make it and let me know what you think about it. It's very simple. You can even, I don't think it's going to taste as good, to be honest with you, but they sell the pumpkin pie mix, like already mixed in a can with all the spices and everything. So if you want to go, it's called pumpkin pie filling, I believe, on the can. So if you don't want to buy all the ingredients and make your own pumpkin pie filling, you can use that as, you know, a quicker route. Sprinkle the cake mix on top, butter, throw it in the oven. Um, but I do recommend you guys trying to make it with the pumpkin, like making your own pumpkin pie filling. Pumpkin pie filling is one of the easiest things to make. It's just a matter of if you know, have the ingredients. And I generally usually always have those ingredients on hand because I love pumpkin. I buy pumpkin all year round. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below with questions, concerns. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.